Good morning, grade 6. Today we're gonna start Unit 2, Lessons 3 and 4, and it's a grammar lesson. Today we're gonna talk about if conditions. I know that you already took the first if condition in grade 5. Today we're gonna revise the first condition, then start with the second condition. First, we're gonna answer some questions. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. If I go shopping, I space buy a new skirt. So if I go shopping, yes, I will. So underline the word will. Number 2. If it's sunny tomorrow, and don't forget here is present simple. If it's sunny tomorrow, so the answer will be we will go to the beach. We will. So number 3. If she can't find a good instructor, this is present simple. Yes, she wants to go rock climbing. Number 4. If it's space, we will make a snowman, will plus verb stem, so the first part is snows. This is present simple. And number 5. If he space will, he will win the match. If he plays well, and this is present simple. Okay, so what is the form of the first conditional? The form of the first conditional if present simple will plus a base verb. Again, if present simple will plus a base verb. So this is an example. If he eats ice cream, eats here is present simple. He will plus base verb be L. He will be L. Okay, let's go to the usage of the first condition. When can I use the first condition? I use it to talk about things that might happen in the future. Again, to talk about things that might happen in the future. But now the question is, what would you do if you were a millionaire? What would you do? Someone can say, I would travel all over the world, or I would buy a big house, or what about I would help the poor? But let's ask a question. Is it a real situation? Is this a real situation? Are you a real millionaire? Will you really help the poor, travel abroad, or buy a big house? The answer is no. You won't do all of these things because this is not a real situation. We are just imagine what will happen if. So what is the usage of, yes, here is the usage. What is the usage of the second conditional of if? We use the second conditional to talk about things that are unreal or unlikely to happen in the future. Things that we imagine, but they are not real. And what is the form of the second conditional? It's if past simple would plus base verb. Again, if past simple would plus base verb. And here is an example. If I had a camera, had here is a past simple verb. I would take a picture. Take here is a base verb. More example. If I had longer legs, here had is past simple. I wouldn't play so badly, so wouldn't plus base verb. Number 3. If you took a picture, took the past tense of take, I would never speak to you. So this is would plus verb stem speak. If you went home, went here is a past simple, you would find a big surprise, so here would plus verb stem. Pay attention for we use the second conditional to give advice. How can I give advice using the second conditional? here are some examples. Number one, if I were you, I would study hard. So when someone wants to advise another one, he will say, if I were you, I would, and the advice. If I were you, yes, here, if I were you, sorry. If I were you, I would visit my uncle. So you can start your advice using if I were you. If I were you. Okay, let's go to the next part. When should I use second conditional? When can I use the second conditional? When I see in the rewrite question the word if, should I use the second conditional? Here is number one. If the sentence is negative, what is the meaning of this? You will see. I don't know his address, so I can't visit him. So here is not. Yes, here is not. And here is not. So, yes, this is negative. This is negative. So, when we see a negative sentence, you use a second conditional, and the answer will be, if I knew his address, past simple, I would visit him, would plus verb stem. Number two. To. Okay, when you see the word to, adjective to, you have to use a second conditional. Example, he is too short to play basketball. He is too short to play basketball. If he was tall, this is an imaginary situation, okay, and here was is past simple. If he was tall, he would play basketball, so would play here is second conditional. Number three, imaginary situation. When you imagine something that is not real, that will never happen. I don't fly because I am not a bird. So if I were a bird, which will never happen, I would fly, and which is an imaginary situation. You just imagine, this is not true. And number four, as we already said, use it in the advice. So when you see the word you should, you will use totally the second conditional. You should study hard to get the full mark. The answer will be if I were you. And don't forget, I told you that if I were you is your first part in the condition, in the advice. If I were you, I would study hard, and would here plus verb stem. Yes. So now it's time to go to our sheet and answer some questions. Okay, here is lesson 3. Number 1, I think you have to pause this video, answer all of the questions by yourself, then check your answers. Number 1, if it's sunny tomorrow, space, go to the beach. The answer will be yes. If it's sunny, so this is present simple, and we use will with the present simple in the first conditional. So we will underline the word we will. Toby won't go to school if here is won't or will not, so the second part is present simple. If he isn't well, first conditional. If I don't pass the test, if I don't pass, here is present simple, so the second part will be will. I won't be happy. Number 4, will they have lessons if they? Yes, will here, so this is the first conditional, the second part will be present. If they, yes, they takes go, they go. If she can't find a good instructor, she can't, here is present simple, so you will use won't or will not. If it's space, we will make a snowman. Will make, yes, will plus verb stem or will plus base verb, so this is the first conditional, so we will use present simple. Number 7, if she space study hard, she won't pass the exam. Will not plus base verb, so this is the first conditional, and we use the first conditional present simple. So here is doesn't because there is she doesn't. But if we have here they, so it will be they don't. Will Ali, will plus base verb, will Ali work? Okay. Number 9, if he space, he will win the match. If he, yes, here will plus verb stem or base verb, so the first part here will be plays, present simple, as this is the first conditional. Okay, work hard to finish your work on time. This is an instruction, so this is an instruction. The answer will be, okay, I'll write it. If, okay, what's wrong? If you work hard, comma, you will finish your work on time. So this is, as this is an instruction, we use the first condition. But if you want to consider it as an advice, so you can use the second condition and say, if I were you, I would work hard to finish my work on time. Number 2, I hope the weather will be sunny tomorrow to go to the beach. So the answer will be, if the weather is sunny tomorrow, I will go to the beach, and this is a first conditional of if. Number 3, ask your teacher when you don't understand the lesson. So if, as this is an instruction too, we will say, if you don't or can't, let's write it, can't understand the lesson, you, what happened? Okay, where is it? So yes, here we are again. You can or will, can equal will, ask your teacher. So don't forget, grade 6, can equal will. You can use can instead of will. If I get the full marks, my parents will buy me a present. So use what? I think it's easy. We won't answer it. Salma will be happy if she won the prize. I think, yes, here is a mistake. If she wins the prize. So the answer will be, if I use not, I will use not in the both sides. If she, sorry, she won't be happy if she doesn't win the prize. Okay, let's go to lesson 4. If she played well, she space win the match. She played here is past, so the second part will be would. This is second conditional. Ali would meet, so here we have would plus verb or base verb, and if he, so past simple, if he went to the party. This is second conditional. What space happen if you had this number? What would happen if you had this number? Sarah would space this movie if she turned on the TV. So Sarah would plus verb stem or base verb would see. They would help if he asked them. If he asked them. Second conditional. If I space a singer, I would. So this is an imaginary situation. Second conditional. If I were. If Mona space money, she would buy the dress. If she, yes, had past simple. And if I speak French, this is speak present simple, so I will travel to France. If I were you, I space stay calm, yes, totally would, because this is the second conditional, would plus verb stem. I don't know his address, so I can't visit him. Here we have not and not, so this is a negative sentence, and we use with negative sentence second condition. The answer will be if I knew his address, comma, I would visit him. So this is an imaginary situation, and this will never happen because I don't know his address. So let's go to number 2. Number 2, you should study hard to get the full marks. And here is here is advice. So when we see advice, we use a second conditional. So if I were you, comma, I would, and we complete the sentence. Study hard to get the full marks. Complete the sentence. Number 3, he doesn't play well because he doesn't train well. So if he trained well, which is not happening, he would play well, which will never happen. So this is this is a negative sentence. Number 4, if we had a lot of money, we would buy a villa. And here is what? Helping verb. What you do or you buy if you, and complete the first part of the sentence, had a lot of money. And I don't fly because I am not a bird, so if I were a bird, which is not true, I would fly, which will never happen. And to the last one, if I went to a French class, I would speak French, so I don't speak French in the right moment because I don't go to a French class. Okay, so here we are, we finished our lesson today. Hope you enjoyed, and meet you next time. Bye bye.